Hey, welcome back, guys. All right, let's get into a collective message. This is not zodiac specific. We shall see what comes out if we get different zodiacs showing up. And we start out with synchronicity. I am not really surprised. I feel like we're probably going to have some interesting stories today. I don't know why. I just got this vibe. Okay, so what is the synchronicity? This is where, unexpected things line up. This could be somebody noticing, things that remind them of something else, or because they happen to look out their window and glance down, they saw, a person that it's like, oh my God, wait a second, that individual going next door to that other house, I know them. Oh man, that was my old high school friend. I haven't seen them in 20 years. Let me open up my window and holler out. And it could be like this bizarre chain of events, or it could be certain things. I'm thinking it's more like this. I think our character is going to have a lot of, like if there's somebody's name that pops up, if there's going to be memories resurfacing from a very specific person or scenario, I feel like today's the day for it. Like memory jogs, and someone's name could keep showing up, on a personalized license plate, on the street sign, on whatever, a news story that pops up. A picture could pop up, on an old roll on our camera phone, or those types of things. It feels like it's going to be an image, though, either something to read or something to see, only because I see the shape in the sky is an angel with wings. We have the awakening, and we have the hermit. Now, this is the judgment card in any other deck. So a card of reconciliation oftentimes. Again, we have a bird with white wings. That could be a symbol for today. Also the name or the word angel, or, calling somebody my angel, or somebody we thought of as a guardian angel, or thought of as a sweet little angel, something like that. Hearing that song, Pretty Little Angel Eyes. Angel, Angela, something like that. And with this hermit, here's what I really feel like. I feel like there's going to be a couple different things that occur in somebody's life. And one of them could be that they are being told by another person, go do the thing that you need to do. I support you. I set you free. I release you. Like, please go do the thing that you need to do. Now, this could just be a message from this character's own, like angels in their own life, like their own guides. This could be somebody, attends a spiritual, say a church or something, and there's something in a message that they hear. So it literally seems like it's more divine. It all depends. I personally am not a religious person. I have kind of my own sense of spiritualism, I suppose. I don't really use words that everybody else uses because of how I feel is my own. I think everybody should have their own way that they connect to whatever they believe in. I think as long as you're not oppressing anybody else or telling them you're right and they're wrong, then I think whatever you believe in is great. If it makes you a better, kinder person, who the hell cares what we name it and what we call it, as long as we're giving everyone the same consideration and same, freedom to express themselves without oppressing anybody. So I don't know how this character, the reason I explain that is because, yes, we see this traditional image of an angel, but I see like the winged victory of Simothraki. This is very famous sculpture, very beautiful, that you can see in the Louvre in Paris. And she was originally, they think, like for the mast of a ship, but this gorgeous carving from the Greek island of Simothraki. And so it is a magnificent sculpture, but this reminds me very much of her. This feels like someone could be, now I've given a location, we've given, a couple different locations, Greece, France, maybe the classical world, maybe the sense of victory, the sense of freedom, the sense of however this character is having their energy speak to them, whatever their belief system is, whether it's, traditional religion or something like I was describing, like a little more spiritual, maybe their own spin on things, doesn't matter. However the universe speaks to our character, they're getting these messages, and it does feel divine, but the message may come through another person's lips, which is like, what you should do? You should go break the silence and go talk to the person you need to talk to. I feel like somebody is getting this unexpected, like if they've had someone on their mind that they haven't talked to in a really long time, I feel like another person in their life is going to randomly bring that individual up. Like, hey, have you ever thought about talking to that person from your past? You know, the one that you haven't talked to in forever. Why don't you go talk to them? Or there could be, you know, they hear somebody else's life story while they're sitting on a bus and they hear two people chit-chatting about, like, oh no, you know, we hadn't talked for years, and then I decided to randomly reach out to, you know, this person that I'd always been in love with, only to find out they'd carried a torch for me for 22 years also, and now we're together. It could be that our lead character is like going to hear somebody else's life story, and that's how the divine is speaking through others to get the message to them that says, break the silence, come back up off this dark night of the soul, break the silence, write the letter, send the message to the person you need to send it to. Somehow, some way, there is this very serendipitous message that supports somebody to, I think, go back and reunite. I mean, I don't have to interpret the Judgment card just as, you know, a reunion, but right now that is all I see on that. Okay, so tell me about this individual. They could be Scorpio, they could be a Virgo, they could be a Leo, Sag, or Aries. We have a Three of Wands. Something that our character is being gently guided to do, urged to do, you know, to move forward. I guess I could also say maybe this is about reconciling with the past simply so that a character can totally move forward with, say, a new lover. Maybe this is about letting go of somebody completely. Maybe that's what the nudge from the universe is let go. I mean, this could be our hermit person being urged to, like, let go of a lover from the past. Start getting excited about somebody new. Let yourself send a message to a new person that you're attracted to, but you've still been holding back because you still have an ex on your mind. Let the ex go today. Right now, this could go either way, but it's all about our character's future. I don't know if our character is masculine or feminine. We see no court cards that would give me a he or a she yet. I don't read for genders anyway. We all have yin yang within us, so any story, we could always be, you know, in our feminine energy or masculine energy, regardless of however we identify. We've got this Ace of Pentacles. This is all about the next chapter of our character's life. So today, or this moment, I feel like this is going to be like a moment, but it starts first thing in the morning and it goes all the way through twilight, where this is a cathartic day. There's, you know what, this could even be more of a synchronicity where, let's say this was an anniversary day. I remember the day that I, you know, met my ex, or a really special day. It was today, however many years ago, however many months ago, and we're not together, but today is the day that I have this flood of thoughts about them, flood of, you know, all these things are reminding me of them. And now I'm being nudged to do something about those memories. Either if I still want to talk to them, I need to go talk to them. Let me just go ahead and say, for the sake of my future, I need to reach out. I can't, you know, leave all these thoughts in my head without doing something about them. Or this is the day that I maybe write down my memories on a piece of toilet paper and flush it down the potty, because I'm all about moving forward into my new future, where today is the day that I surrender those old memories. I'm not sure which it is yet. All I can say is that our character is being nudged to not be in hermit mode anymore. Yeah, come out and play. What's that song? Step by Step, Heart to Heart. I think it's All Fall Down Like Toy Soldiers. I'm just hearing the part, "Won't you come out and play with me?" I can't even think of, it's an 80s song. Female sings it. I don't even know what the song is about right now. It's just, "Won't you come out and play with me" is what's in my head. Action of Cups. Look, there is love, and that love is very much like our character has to get on the right path now by either taking action to go ahead and check their email to see if somebody that they're thinking of has sent them a message. If there's all these synchronicities, check the email, check the text messages, check the spam folder, or sit down and pen that letter themselves and send it to somebody. If it's someone from their past that they're like, I need to talk to them. Today's the day I got to talk to them. Alternatively, it could also be, I don't want to talk to an ex. I have zero interest in that. Then today is the day a character instead takes control of that thought process and says, I want this other person that's been on my mind. I've been attracted to somebody else. I'm going to just fully embrace that. And I'm going, today is the day that I set my sights on some other person. I don't want to think about an ex anymore. I don't want to be held back by those memories. There's somebody else I'm attracted to. And I'm going to start admitting that to myself. I'm going to make a concentrated effort that next time I bump into that person, I'm going to make some googly eyes at them. I'm going to let them know I'm interested. I don't know. Still, I can't tell which it is. Let's change decks and let's ask for a blunt answer on this. Universe, can I see first off, who is our character? Can we give them a name yet? Ace of Swords, that could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They're somebody who's getting really serious, really real with themselves. They're coming to this space of truth and clarity. Ten of Wands. I got to lay down the burdens of, I think now it does look like they got to lay down the burdens of thinking about somebody from their past. Nine of Wands. I got to stop saying I'm almost healed. I'll be over somebody in a while. I'm almost better. I think this might be the departure day where somebody says, I've been in this bizarre, stagnated limbo land with another person. Things that ended badly. There was ghosting, there was brick walling, there was silence, there was no answers, and it's gone on for a long time. I think that prolonged, like nothing's moving, we're not talking, nobody's ever said sorry, nobody's ever tried to explain anything. I don't know what happened where everything got so hostile to the point where it was just like, I think it was confusing. I think vocabulary would have solved things, but it wasn't. No vocabulary was really used. So instead, this was a kind of, it wasn't even an official ending. It's almost like more like somebody has felt for such a long time, God, how could it end like this? But today they're saying, I don't mind that this is how it ends. I got to stop. We got the Death card here. We got the Seven of Cups sideways. I'm starting to feel like this might be a feminine who had been so confused and thought for so long, he can't really leave it like this with me, can he? I mean, it seems like it's over, but on the other hand, how could it be? How could I never hear from him again? I do want to ask about him because he's got, he's over here in silent mode. Definitely not reaching out to her, just up in his own head. But I'm going to say she's the one who hasn't been able to see how things were supposed to have ended. So I think this is her story. I think we're dealing with a feminine. And today is the day that these synchronistic things are going to fall into alignment. Heck, she might bump into the very person that she's started to develop some new attraction for, or maybe today's the day she meets somebody and she goes, wow, they're really attractive. Here I am kind of overwhelmed with all these flooded thoughts about my ex and little synchronicities reminding me of their name and all these things. But then I also bump into somebody new, or I bump into somebody else that I'm attracted to, or I get a message from someone else, or I have the opportunity to maybe start something with somebody new. And at the same time, I've been flooded by all these messages, or, like I say, the name of an ex or something. What does this mean? It means today's the day I let go of my ex. It means today is the day I acknowledge I've been stuck and hanging on to this for a long time, and I want to cut it loose. Because really, I've been telling myself she could have been telling herself this for 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, or maybe years. If you look, we actually have the 7 to the 8 to the 9 to the 10. I rarely see, a step-by-step sequence. And then we got the Death card going, stop. She got to stop. It's time to not wonder about this anymore. It's time to let it go. She even wants to at this point. She wants to let it go. Can we see anything about what was going on in his mind? What was going on in his mind? Ace of Wand, Ace of Swords. I want her. I want to tell her the truth, or I want her, but I also want to let her go. Let me see. Eight of Pentacles. I don't know. This is almost like I want her to want to work on things with me. Four of Wands. Look, in so many ways, for this masculine, she is the one he possibly spies on because we got him looking through a portal here. She is the one that got away. She is the one that I think he wanted her to call him back in, is what it seems like. I really want her. I want her to tell me that she wants to work on things. I want her. She's still the person that I look through the glass at. She's still the person that I think of. Three of Cups. I don't know if he's been out dating other people while still knowing that it's her in his heart that he wanted, but with the Hanged Man, and he's right here by the Akashic Records, if he's not ever going to choose a different path, and I do definitely feel like he, because of this card here, he's taken no action, doesn't even look her way, but he's been thinking all of this in his head. This, you know, I'm not going to take action. I'm not going to choose a different path, but I am going to say that I want her to work on stuff. I want her to like pick up the phone and call me and ask me to come back. I want her to do this. That's how I think this is. Let me see. Ace of Wands clarified, Page of Swords. Yep, I passionately spy on her. Ace of Swords. Ace of Cups. I know that I'm in love with her. I know that. Then why the Eight of Pentacles with her on the card? Seven of Cups. He's waited and waited and waited and wondered, will she ever just come back and fix things with me? Why is it her job to fix things with you? Why that? Two of Cups in the reverse, because in his mind, she said she didn't want him. So he's wanted her all this time, but he thinks she doesn't want him. So he's waited for her to like fix something. Let me see. Work on something, work on, we have a Knight of Pentacles. It's like he's believed all this time at some point she was going to reach back out to him. He didn't know when, but he's just been hanging around waiting. So hang on. Why has she been, sorry, I lost a ring. Why has she been seemingly stuck hanging around waiting? Judgment, Death card, Chariot. She's thought all this time that something has to change, right? He's going to come toward me. He's going to actually take effort, put in action and come toward me, right? Judgment card. Guys, we're going to have to take this to a part 2. We're not quite done here. Oh, I thought this was going to be a quick one. There'll be a free link to part 2 right there in the description box. I'll see you in just a minute. Bye.